Hi everyone, I think you are due an update. In the video previous, I was talking basically about how I'm going to continue doing this. I feel like something is lost. I just feel like I don't have the motivation to go on making this Doom film, and I've given myself 2 weeks to make that decision. Bear in mind that I actually finished the Doom film, I think July, I think it was. So I have had a pretty exceptional break from making it, but I gave myself 2 weeks really to think about where it is I'm going. So where am I going? Well, in that 2 weeks, I watched a hell of a lot of films. I watched all the films from my childhood, basically, like, you know, The Thing, the Aliens films, Terminator films 1 and 2. And then I started watching RoboCop, and then like loads of obscure films, a lot of Japanese films. I watched some Western films as well, just to kind of like get me back to the person that I was, obsessed with film. And I still am, but I wanted to recap. I wanted to freshen my brain. I wanted to get inspiration. And that is where I'm starting to come back. And I actually started taking notes. I actually started storyboarding scenes down, taking inspiration loosely from these films that I was watching. And I feel like it's brought me back, man. I feel like it's brought me back. And you probably tell as I go on, because I am getting really, really flipping excited about some of these scenes that I've got. And I'm going to drift into spoiler territory, because these videos don't make a lot of views. It doesn't matter, and that's kind of like for my benefit in a way, because a few of you get to hear these ideas I've got, rather than a lot of people. So basically I can probably delete this video after I've said it, and I want to get your feedback on what you think. So yes, one of the films that I saw was Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Now, I've seen this film so many times. One of my favourite films of all time, Terminator 2. But there's a scene where I thought, that is Doom. That could be transpired into Doom. We could fix this around. We could chop this up. We can sort of take bits from that and put it into my own ideas, and that's where I'm going. And I heard Tarantino, of all people. I know he's very, generic of me to say Tarantino as a director, but like he is one of my favourites. And he was talking about kind of like how Reservoir Dogs has a lot of elements from other films in it, and a lot of other films have elements, and he's kind of like, well, you've got to take inspiration, and you've got to give the nod to those films as well. And I can't agree more with that. You have to be inspired by other stuff, and I was inspired by Terminator 2. So, spoiler alert: this is a scene that I want to make into my own scene, and it's the Terminator versus the T-1000, and it's just flipping nuts. Check this out.
Morphine administered.
So yeah, that is pretty damn cool. If I can somehow do that, I don't know how I'll do it, but that's the fun of it. That's what makes me, that's what gives me the oomph to do this sort of stuff. It's a big fight scene. And I love the way that if Doom Guy, he does get mortally injured, he does get really, really badly screwed up. And I love the way that he's sort of dead but comes back to life, and we can get his helmet flashing, and then we can get kind of like the Half-Life 2 morphine administered sound, and I think it would be so flipping cool. And it just, when I see, I've been watching that scene back pretty much all flipping week, man, checking that scene out. And there's also kind of other things as well. For example, the Baron of Hell is going to get screwed up. He's going to get beaten the crap out of the first time. And the reason how he comes back is Doom Guy will find the BFG, I found the BFG, nothing can stop me now, It's just a clean-up job now that I've beaten the Baron of Hell. And he'll walk off with his new gun. And then the Baron of Hell will be there covered in dust and rubble and that sort of thing where he's been beaten. And across the side for him will be a Medipack. This ain't no ordinary Medipack. This is the Berserk pack. Anyway, he puts his hand in it. And then check this trailer scene out from Godzilla. Check this out. Okay, you with me? He gets up like that, and we have the Baron sound of when he's that sort of elephant sounding noise. Man, I saw that scene. I was like, I've got to do that. I've got to get into inspiration from that. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. I've got to get in shape for one thing, but I'm going to do it. Now, there's another scene as well, and I don't know if this is telling too much. So again, spoilers. This is a big spoiler, all right? So basically, at the end of the film, Crash and Wilson are both saved. They're on a field, I've got a beautiful place I'm going to film that. They're on the top of the field, and they're sort of sitting there. Doom Guy he's on 2% health, man. The Baron's dead, and I'm so excited, man. Basically, he's by a tree like that, and he's bleeding out. And Crash and Wilson are sitting by another tree somewhere, just playing around, thinking that Doom Guy's all right, and he's bleeding out next to a tree. I'm thinking I really want him to smoke, and I won't de-helmet him. I'll sort of have a bit of the eyes, have a bit of the chin, the mouth. I'm not going to show his full face, but I want him to have him smoking, watching the sunrise, come up, breathing smoke and like that, and just sitting there watching the sunrise, and check this scene out. It's from Watership Down, and I'll play the full scene to you, but basically the intro bit where he's just flipping watch it, and you'll see how well it fits.
General Woundworth's body was never found. It could be that he still lives his fierce life somewhere else. But from that day on, mother rabbits would tell their kittens that if they did not do as they were told, the general would get them. Such was Woundworth's monument. And perhaps it would not have displeased him.
Knew then that Frith was his friend. And every evening, when Frith has done his day's work and lies calm and easy in the red sky, Ella and his children and his children's children come come out of their holes and feed and play in his sight. For they are his friends, and he has promised them that they can never be destroyed.
Hazel? You know me, don't you?
I don't. Yes, my lord. I know you.
Okay, so I didn't show you too much, but like, I think you get the gist of that, man. Like, I've taken scenes from all these different films and ideas from all these different films that I'm seeing, and there will be more as well. I might even put them in the credits, just a nod to these amazing films, and just give or maybe it's the duty of the viewer to sort of go, that's from that, oh yeah, a little nod to Terminator 2, a little nod to Watership Down. You know, some of these films might even be really strange of how I put the certain stuff in, but sometimes you just, oh, I don't know. I'm just really excited. But anyway, I want to show you what I was also working on in the rest of the week. So one week was film, the other week was getting back into the swing of things. So check this out, right? This here is my new set that I've been working on. It's taken me longer than that. I had to buy the tank, had to buy other bits and stuff like that, wood and printing costs and that sort of thing. So this is going to be like a 15-second shot as well. So at the moment, this stuff's all gluing. So I'm holding this stuff down here. That's all gluing, and I've got this this terrain set, this bridge, and you're going to go across the bridge, and then maybe jump over that, and then get to the door. It needs touching up. I need to add some dirt on and stuff like that. But the main factor of this is, why the hell do I go to all this trouble? Now look down there. I'm going to fill that with water, add red food colouring, drill a hole through here, get a straw, blow down the straw, get some bubbles coming up, get a vape pen, breathe smoke through there, and it will rise up all around there. But we also got a light here, so if we rock it like that, we might be able to get ripples, which will then ripple on the wall. If I get this to work, it will be insane. It will be amazing. It will be so, so good. But whether it works all out like that, I don't know. You just have to take it with a pinch of salt, I guess, and see how it goes. But I'm really excited about this stuff now. I am. Let me just put this down. There we go. I'm really excited about making Doom now. I'm really excited. And also, when I went to the Norbrecht Castle and met Romero and got him to sign my stuff, all that helps towards this. And you do too. You really help in sort of supporting me. And I've really got some lovely comments in the comments below. So thank you for that and getting me back to where I am. So yeah, I'm really excited, and I suppose that's it for now. So thank you for supporting, and I might do a little update video on this, because this is going to be quite something to do. And I feel like, dare I say it, I might get back into sort of like the update videos of me making this film, because that kind of helps. I feel like if you just leave it, like, you need to show people what you're doing, you need to be active. And also, I don't know. I'm waffling on. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thanks a lot for listening. Thanks a lot for supporting. And I'll see you once again for more Games Made of Cardboard. Goodbye! A shout to my patrons, the Soldiers of Cardboard, and also the Captains of Cardboard, Andrew Rysicos, Michael Heinisch, Ricardo, Ryan Byrne, Paul Keward, Luke Cummings, and Mecha Master. And also, we have the Commander of Cardboard, Flying Torpedo Whale. And finally, the Gods of Cardboard, Me Machine Dean, Michael Seguro, and Danny Lugo. Thank you so much, guys.